Hello and welcome back to the Restart CBD channel. My name is Shada and today we're going to answer what is full spectrum CBD as a part of our ABCs of CBD series, where we help answer cannabis industry terms as well as your frequently asked questions. Full spectrum is a term that can apply to both hemp and marijuana, but specifically is used in the hemp and CBD space to define products that contain multiple cannabinoids and other plant extracts to get the full plant or full spectrum of the plant. We carry a wide range of full spectrum CBD products, from sublingual oils and edibles and capsules to smokable products. And so to tee things up, the main takeaway of the term full spectrum as it relates to hemp and CBD products is that it contains trace amounts of THC, less than 0.3% delta 9 THC to be exact. But nonetheless, it is a primary cannabinoid in the cannabis plant, and as such, it is present as one of the cannabinoids represented. Due to the Farm Bill, which you can learn more about Texas hemp laws by viewing the other videos in our channel, it legalized less than 0.3% delta 9 THC, which is why that is typically the max you will find in hemp and full spectrum CBD products to ensure it is both federally and state legal. It is a trace amount, so depending on what your dose is, you're taking a relatively small amount, so most people don't feel the high effect. However, if you are someone who gets drug tested, I would encourage you to take full spectrum sparingly and with caution, or avoid full spectrum altogether, as cannabis is fat soluble. So depending on a variety of factors, that could determine how much THC is traced in your system or not. Alternatively, full spectrum is a preferred type of CBD product because of the full plant approach of multiple cannabinoids. In cannabis plants, there are over 100 different cannabinoid compounds, and CBD and THC are two of the primary ones we hear most about. In addition are other cannabinoids though, like CBG and CBN, and if you can imagine, each cannabinoid has its own identity, purpose, and function. Also present in the full plant are other compounds referred to as terpenes and flavonoids. These are compounds that give cannabis its flavor and smell profiles, but also contribute to the overall effects. So in the cannabis world, that synergy effect of all these independent compounds working together is referred to as the entourage effect. The entourage effect is defined as cannabinoids having more favorable actions when delivered with a higher proportion of native phytochemicals such as terpenes, flavonoids, and other cannabinoids. We typically educate consumers to think of a few things to determine if full spectrum is right for them, or if they should pursue broad spectrum or isolate-based products. The first is, do you get drug tested? If the answer is yes, like I mentioned earlier, you should act with caution. Unfortunately, the laws around THC are super weird, so you can't deduce if it's from THC from hemp or marijuana on a drug test. So unfortunately, your employer would just see it as THC, and if you have enough in your system to show up on a test, that could of course be a penalty or termination depending on your employer. Another thing to consider is what you want to be taking CBD for. There is so much information and resources out there that I encourage you to explore the best cannabinoids for your purpose. If you find that you could benefit from a full spectrum plant approach, then full spectrum might be a good route for you. Lastly, if you're not someone who is getting drug tested, but you might be trepidatious about the THC in full spectrum, these products, especially in sublingual oil form, will taste grassy and hempy. If you want to avoid the flavor profile, you might be more interested in something isolate based, which you can learn more about in our next video in this series. With all of that said, we always encourage our customers to make the best decision for their situation, and that finding the right dose and product can take some time as you work through discovering the right frequency and amount to take. If you have any questions, you can always drop us a comment below or visit our website, restartcbd.com, and chat directly with a live human from our team who is trained to help answer your questions and point you in the best direction for your unique situation. We understand cannabis can be confusing, but we're hopeful with our help it doesn't have to be. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn alerts on so you'll be notified. And thanks for tuning in to another one of our ABCs of CBD videos. Please stay tuned for the next one. Bye, y'all.